In a world full of options, what shall you choose? What career is right for you? What path shall you take in life? Should you do this or should you do that, or which ice cream is the best? There is a bunch of questions that we all have that we're pretty much just waiting for the right answer to appear, right? And that can be devastating. And a lot of these questions we pretty much just need to find the answer to, but it's not really that easy, or is it, right? Because this will be your guide, or at least a video just helping you a bit with making decisions, with figuring out what big decision should you take. Should you make the decision to become a lawyer or become a doctor? Should you get married or should you not get married? Should you sleep on the couch tonight or in your bed? It doesn't really matter what decision you're going to make, because this will be applied to a bunch of things. This can be applied to pretty much everything, right? This one principle that I'm going to share with you, that will be probably one of the most important things you ever learn about actually making good decisions. So what is this gigantic important principle that I need to tell you? That is the principle of simply listening to your soul. You need to be aware of not what you think consciously, right? But what you actually feel. That is my number one piece of advice to you for this video. You see, you are pretty much your soul, you are pretty much your energy, right? Your feelings is a kind of energy that you are built upon. It's what controls everything that you do. But sometimes we can get stuck in a loop where we don't know, should we do this that we really feel is right? And that is the right solution, by the way. Or should we do this that we kind of know is right inside of our mind? So you might think logically that becoming, a lawyer is guaranteed and it can give you a great life, but you feel like you want to become a musician. So which career path should you take in that situation? I think you should be bold and go for the career as a musician. You should always listen to your soul, and that's difficult. This is why people meditate. People meditate so that they can hear their actual feelings, so that they can really just sit comfortably in silence with no audio, with nothing but their own breath and birds if they sit outside. And it's like they can feel what they actually feel. They can be aware consciously of what they actually feel. That is why people meditate, because they actually get an insight of their soul. And this way, they can understand what they actually feel, and with that, what is actually correct for them to do. So no, I'm not saying that you should meditate, but I'm saying that that is just one thing, one simple thing that people do to get a better understanding of their soul, so that they can make great decisions. So whether you meditate or you don't meditate, or whether you decide to write, whether you decide to be a bit in solitude, just be alone by yourself, you decide not to use your phone for a day and just be completely alone with yourself, meditate a bit, do whatever, right? Whether you decide to do that, do things that can help you find the answer, to really get into your soul, things that can really help you just get an awareness of what you actually feel, so that you can use that to make a decision. Whether you decide to do that or not is totally up to you, but it's really just an insight to what you can actually do. That is why I mentioned meditation. It's an insight. It's not the importance or the important part of the video. The important part of the video is for me to tell you that to make the right decision, you need to listen to your soul. You can do that better in solitude. You can do that better when you're meditating. You can do that better when you're not being distracted by video games and junk food and a bunch of shit that you can consume. And you need to pretty much just figure out, okay, what situation do I want to put myself in order to have this solitude, which is important, right? So that I can listen to my own feelings, so that I can feel my own feelings, and with that start getting a sense of what is actually right for me, specifically for me personally, to do in this situation. Just listen to your soul, man. That's the message for the video. So I'm going to cut it here. If you have enjoyed this video and you want to see more content like this, go subscribe, like, comment. I appreciate all of it. And if you want to see even more, you want to be a bit closer with me in my private network, you can join that live club by clicking the top link in the description. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and may God bless all of you. I'll see you in my next video. Peace.